Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608. Today, I'm playing StarMade. Let's see here. I've been working on the Battleship a bit. I've done a little work on the front and the back. So let's take a look at what I did. The main hangar. Don't know if I've showed off the main hangar. Yes, I did, because I talked about wanting to put a control room right here, like where I put this control room, so you can look over and say, TK421, why are you not at your post? I know it wasn't TK421, but for whatever reason, the numbers escaped my mind. I also made this elevator with windows. I mean, I made the whole ship with windows, but this elevator has windows in it. It runs on Windows. It's not a Linux elevator. Oh, today's going to be one of those days, isn't it? So I stuck 3 of these box hangers here, and they run down this hallway, which is actually a little off kilter, because something didn't line up properly. I'm not sure what, but something along here did not line up right. Comes out to a multiple of 5, but it's off somehow. I think these... I don't know. Something isn't right. But I'll live. Because I don't know if you noticed it. And if you didn't notice it, oh, I saw it. Alright, anyway. I'll live. Because I was going to sling this around and then make me have a entry point here. Come down to the main hangar. Or, oh, actually, I might just sling this around all the way around the hangar. And come down one to here. That might work. Might not work either. Huh. Actually, that's level with the maintenance hatch. Well, anyway, I'm going to have hallways coming out this side. We'll work on those. Well, I'll route them somehow. And I also de-depth this. I shallowized it. Why did you shallowize it? Because, I thought it was too deep. And I wanted to run more systems under it. It was 50 deep, and that's fairly deep. Let's see, this whole ship is only 116 meters tall at the moment, and that's coming to this armory bit, which I added. I added an armory bit in case it's guts. Almost reminds me of General Grievous. Anyway, I thought that was a little deep. Besides, this is probably going to be mostly shuttles, and I would like to design a troop transport type deal. Maybe that takes up part of the hangar. So we'll work on that later. And we'll have these standard docks here. I was thinking about putting some standard docks along the side. Not in a proper hangar, but just having a USD like right here. So you can plug a shuttle or something into it. Not have to worry. Oh, I could do that along this line. And have this hallway plug into these USDs. And leave this side open for larger ships and vessels to ground mount. Okay, you've convinced me. Anyway, up here, empty room. We're gonna put all the controls, probably to the doors, to the hangar, force fields, things like that. Might even make a lift. I don't know. And this isn't gonna be open. I'd like 2 large doors that split down the middle, and this way, or the seam will be this way. One goes that way, one door goes that way, and to give access, sort of like the Clone Wars Venator class Star Destroyer. I've been watching Clone Wars, so I actually finished Clone Wars. I really enjoyed Season 7, even the sister arc. It went on too long, but I thought it was okay. And I added some armor back here, these little winglet things, to come up part of the exhaust engine-y thing. And I hope you like Italian food, because this is all spaghetti. What on earth is that? I had too much space, and this wasn't going to be seen by anybody, so I just wired it with logic wires instead of using stuff and things. I mean, wireless modules, mini activators. But what does it do? All right, when you press this button and lockdown's not initiated, and this and is true. This is the ship is not moving. So the rail door, this big door here, is in one of the closed positions, and the Ember class corvette is in one of the up or down positions. So if that is somewhere, you know what? That's probably not a good idea because that means I can't close the door after the ship leaves. Gonna have to think about that. Alright, let's see. So we could just fry one of these. Anyway, well, right now this is the way it works. So it checks to see if both of those are in a terminus position. There you go, using the word terminus again. And if it is, it triggers this. This opens the door. When this door hits here, then this will just hit the button. See, this door is going to open. And I don't plan this just to be a big empty platform. I'm going to set turrets on it. Well, at least a couple turrets. Probably at least an AMS turret or two. Probably 2 AMS turrets. Maybe a couple heavier turrets. This is about as fast as I could get it. This is the speed the subway was going to go. I'm sorry, the sideways elevator. I know, it's been painful, right? So when this hits here, it should initiate the movement of the Corvette. And it'll go, boop, there we go. The circuitry just checks to see if it's, I want the ship to come out or want it to go in. Go. And this isn't decorated or anything, it's just a big armor pit. And this vessel is equipped differently. It has a button and a light. This light indicates the ready status of this. Actually, believe this light as well. So if something's moving, this light will be off. Like that. Because I click the button and we should be able to see that light is off as well. And this will allow you to eject the ship while in the ship. You know what? I don't think I am going to adjust it. If the ship is gone, this door is just going to be open. Unless we do an override. Probably going to do an override in the bridge. Remember that. I need to do an override for the back hangar door. Because this is all utility hangars back here. This is going to be a utility Corvette, more or less. I need to get a message out, send a courier, want something a little heavier than a shuttle. It's an escape pod, whatever. And bring them in, and boop, there we go. Alright. I think I did something else of importance. No, I didn't. I added lights. And as you saw, the other thing I did was I worked on giving this a little more shape. So now we need to work a little on the hangar, doors, and whatnot. But I think for today, and the time we have left, let's add some shields. So I want to take a look at power and shields. Let's get us a shield reactor. So I don't want to get too far into giving it shape before I have all my systems worked out. Well, let's run shields down the middle here. For shields that are however wide that is. Well, let's go with 10. Alright, there's my shields. So let's run the shields further. There we go. And now let's actually give the shields shielding. How about we plug it onto the base of this? The hangar. How are my shields looking? 15 million. No, it's on shields. Oh, recharges. What? 170,000 energy per second. And let's see here. There, that's the sun. Oh, well, lock something up. There we go. Undo and undo. What are you undoing? Because I don't want the shields actually that far back. Come on, you can do it. There you go. It's actually doing like right here. Is that? That's not poking into anything. That's fine. And how much shields is that? Capacity is 5 million. Let's go 10. Let's group that out and let's go 10 in 2 groups. How much is the Inferno? I wish I could see the general stats of these ships before. It's 2. You have to outdo the Inferno at least. How about we do a 20 for right now, and we'll see if in combat testing if we need to do better. Upkeep is 80,000. We're running at 170,000, which is fine for right now. Is that now? At least we have shields, and we're definitely going to need more rechargers. Mostly because our shield bubble doesn't cover everything. And boop. I'm saving this area here for weapon. Well, these sides I want weapons and chambers, reactor chambers. Just barely covering its hind end. Probably should have run these shields backwards instead of forwards. Let's undo that. And let's... Yeah, I know. Whoa, what's wrong? Ah, it hasn't processed. Oh! I put a block down. Where did I put it? There we go. Okay. Now let's do something like that. There we go. Why did you do that? Now, it'll project it further back because I moved the center of the shields further in. So that should pull it back so my back end will be defended now. Well, covered by the shield. Probably going to need to add more because I don't think that is going to be quite get the length. So that should have projected a little further out. Alright, that works, I think. So we have shields, we have a couple hangars. I need some hangar doors. And I think we're getting good. Like most of the hallways cap off, with the exception of a couple of the maintenance hallways. There's one that comes here, so you walk out onto the reactors, which is not ideal. And there's another, yep, here doesn't cap off, it goes just into space. I think all the standard RP stuff now caps off, except for this hallway, which terminates here, where I was going to have an elevator that takes you down one level to get to the, well, it used to be like 5 levels, 4 levels. It takes you down one level to get to the floor of the hangar. Also, I would like... Something doesn't look right to me. I would like a barracks or something level with the hangar. We come off this way, maybe on top of here. It slings round and there's a barracksy type thing here. For troop transport, or yeah, for the troop transports when it gets here. So when I carry troops, they can stay here in the hangar area. I think also a brig, probably down here on this side. Why on this side with all the hangars? Ah, because on this half of the ship, you have no access to any systems until you go through the sideways elevator. You'd have to go to the sideways elevator, then past this elevator, then past lockdown door? Yeah, then through a lockdown door. Wait a minute. No, you don't need to go through that lockdown door. Well, then you need to cut through another elevator. Once you find it. Offices. Where are systems? Those are quarters. These are living quarters. Hangars. I think you put systems and engineering, wasn't it? Yeah. Systems and engineering. There it is. Then you have to cut through another door before you got to systems, and you'd have to cut through elevators and whatnot to get to a bridge. So I think a brig would be the better place, or the front would be the better place for the brig. That also, and in my combat experience, usually the front of the ship gets shot up first, because I like to face my threats head on. So you'll be serving an extra purpose as being used as missile absorbent. All right. I have been GW608. This has been StarMade. I'll dig cats later.